in a beverage format. And the good thing about it is it's very low allergy. So there's not a whole lot of potential that you're going to be allergic to it, and it's not going to promote any inflammation of the gut or any parts of the rest of your body. It also supplies really balanced aspects of nutrition. So it's really good at balancing your carbs, your protein, and your fat, giving you good amounts of those. And it also throws in a lot of specific nutrients that you need, the vitamins, the minerals, the phytonutrients from plant sources that are important for maintaining your detoxification purposes. The UltraClear is great, and a lot of people just do that, but we also have the AdvoClear, and that is a product that is meant to enhance what's already in the UltraClear. The AdvoClear has a little bit more of support for the phase 2 enzymes, and it also just helps promote, it has a little bit more nutrition in it, and also has more antioxidant power in it. We also have a product called AdvoClear. This is specifically for people who have more heavy metal exposure. It will boost up the levels of metallothionein within the body, which is a scavenger that goes around and neutralizes these heavy metals that we're exposed to. So that's something that we will recommend if we feel that it's necessary for people. But the other thing that we also recommend when we're going through and doing a detox is the UltraFlora. Because of the fact that we're going in and already cleaning out a lot of what's going on in the body, the intestines, the liver, the kidneys, we also want to go in and repopulate with good bacteria. So this is our probiotic that we like to recommend to people to go through and do at the same time. Another thing, which hopefully all of you already are doing, is an omega-3 fish oil supplement. This is something that's also very important during the detoxification phase. As you're starting to take toxins out of cells and you need to reincorporate good things into cells. Fish oils are really vital for that. Like I said, taking them on a daily basis is usually a good thing for everybody. So part of this nutritional support that is in the UltraClear is the low allergy potential macronutrients we talked about, which will help protect the intestines and support that barrier that's been involved, or that is involved there, and then also support the elimination through the intestines. In the liver, we have specific enzymatic support. So we're going to have the cysteine and the magnesium, and this is going to provide energy, and it's also going to provide the precursors that we need in order to make the enzymes that are part of phase 1. We also have intermediate neutralization. So these are your antioxidants, your vitamins A, C, and E, and B vitamins, and also some glutathione. Very important, like I said, for reducing the reactive intermediates that could potentially build up. Also, we need energy. We need ATP, which is the cell's energy currency. For that, we have pantothenic acid, which will help boost the levels of energy, because this is a very energy-intensive process, detoxification. And so it's very important that you're getting proper nutrition and you're getting good energy support while you're doing this. We also need conjugation support, that second phase. We want to make sure that we have the glutathione, the glycine, and the sulfate, that we can attach to those molecules of the toxic molecules so that they become water-soluble and we can excrete them from the body. Finally, the kidneys and gallbladder, like we've been saying, they function better when you're more of an alkaline environment, so your pH is closer, it's above 7. So really what we want to see, or what they've included is potassium citrate, which will help to alkalize the body, and also the diet program that's involved here is one where we decrease the level of protein that you're taking. The protein will contribute to body acidity. Something I wanted to address right now, just because we were talking about what you need during a detoxification process, is some of the detoxes and the fad diets that are out there right now that are claimed to be detoxes, a lot of them are not good for you. When you take a look at the title of the slide here, fasting and poor nutrition may slow down proper detoxification. A lot of the detoxes out there are water, or water diets, or very restricted on your calories, very restricted on what you can eat. We're definitely restricted on what you can eat, but we definitely want to make sure that we're getting proper and adequate nutrition in order to support this process that we're going through. When you don't have enough energy, your body's going to turn to itself to get this energy. It's going to start breaking down muscle, it's going to start breaking down fat. A lot of toxins are lipid soluble, meaning that they like to go and reside in your fat tissue. So when we start breaking that fat tissue down, it will start releasing toxins back into our body, which is exactly what we don't want to be doing on a detoxification. Same thing with breaking down muscle. We don't want to be breaking down muscle to begin with, but it also gives us a lot of toxicity when those break down too. So, which is why we see diets restraining calories really don't help the detoxification process. Like, you might lose some weight and feel a little bit better, but really it's not a good thing. We really want to support what's going on in your body naturally. So for the best outcomes, we suggest that you use something that's been clinically tested and have many trials and has come out the other side and still is deemed a good product. So the AdvoClear and the UltraClear, lots and lots of studies have been done, not only by Metagenics but also by outside companies, and to show that this really does help people. Lots of studies have been published showing the efficacy of many of the products that we use during the detoxification. Specifically, a lot of them are done in chronic fatigue and also fibromyalgia. Those are the two big ones that are usually the treatment groups that they go after during this research. But really, it's been shown to help with many other different conditions. So, as you can see in the study, those individuals who demonstrated more imbalanced detoxification ratio also showed more significant clinical improvement. So people who have really severe symptoms will often have really dramatic results on these types of cleanses. People who have just kind of minor symptoms will usually feel better, more energized, but definitely, the people who are more severe, worse off, definitely usually get some really good results from it. And here's just some bar graphs from some studies that they've done to show how well people have done in just a short period of time. These studies are 4 weeks long. And you can see this is their MSQ, the Medical Symptoms Questionnaire score for somebody with fibromyalgia. They started out here at above a 60. And you can see here at the end of week 4, just above a 10. So dramatic improvement, just over a span of a month. This is a study done with fibromyalgia, peripheral neuropathy, so they have some nerve problems in their arms and legs, and also insomnia. And you can see here their MSQ score started out above 40, and by the time they got to the 4th week, it was just above 15. So in 4 weeks, very dramatic improvements, and I'm sure they continued to improve as the study went on. And this is a specific, slide is specific to the MetalloClear, and this is showing how much more mercury was excreted out of the body on the supplement. Because, like I said, it really boosts up the metallothionein, the heavy metal binding protein. You can see 54% increase from visit 1 to visit 7, and then they measured the excretion in the urine, 74% increase over baseline. So it told us that the body was getting rid of the mercury better than it was before, which is very important to be able to detoxify from those heavy metals. And that was just an 8-week study, just so you all are aware. So really, we expect really great outcomes when people do metabolic detoxification programs. Because of the clinically proven results, lots of studies over many different years all showing that it's very good, very efficacious for people to do. The second part of the plan that we recommend is a clean eating plan. So what we're going to be doing during this is a modified elimination diet. A lot of us take in foods that we don't realize that we're allergic to or sensitive to. And this is a way that we can determine maybe that there are some things that you are sensitive to. A lot of people, when they get that first few days, they're like, man, I feel great. They started cutting out grains. They started cutting out dairy. They started cutting out gluten. All these things that are unfortunately very prevalently, people are allergic to them. But this is a good way to determine if maybe you have some of those types of sensitivities or allergies. We also recommend eating organic produce during this time. Just because it's something that hasn't been exposed to pesticides and herbicides, so that way you're not getting those extra toxins in that way. Really what we're trying to do is reduce the toxic burden that you're experiencing. So, and then lean meats. I have the asterisk here because on the 28-day cleanse you can eat meat. The 10-day cleanse, they recommend that you don't. You're supposed to cut it out day 1. So, but even if you are eating meats, it's important to eat, like I told you before, the antibiotic-free, the steroid-free. You want to avoid all that. If you can get the free-range, more organically raised meat and free-range chicken, that's definitely the way to go with that to reduce your toxic load. The third leg of what we do is incorporating exercise. This is just 20 to 30 minutes a day. Nothing too hard. You're not working out 2 or 3 hours. and it's just 4 to 5 days